Oakland is in the building. Lil Blood, welcome.
West Oakland to be exact.
Now, this is what's crazy is I'm pretty like I would say I'm like pretty tapped in with the Bay Area music. But I guess I'm not all the way tapped in because I kind of found you off of your interviews. And I forgot, I think I was talking to somebody. I was talking to Lil Russell. And I was like, yeah, like Lil Blood is dope. He's got a dope platform. He's like, oh, you don't know him from his record that went crazy? I was like, nah, bro.
right.
So I kind of came like up on you, like in terms of just like you interviewing people and you having like a dope platform.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm glad I started that platform because that shit got me indoors that normally wouldn't have been open from the music.
Right.
But shit happens and it runs hand in hand. But no, my music career fires. Like
No, I've been tapping in and checking out your shit because I followed you, and then the Third World record was the record.
It went super viral, so it's crazy. We recorded that record like 10 years ago, and it was just on some one of my partners, Boski, had went to jail, and we was hella mad he went to jail, and at that time. Do you remember Lil B, bass guy?
Of course. Isn't the Bitch Mob record the same beat?
So what happened was, we big Lil B fans. So I don't give a fuck.
Bro, me too. I used to cook fucking Ellen DeGeneres.
Top chef. So the Bitch Mob anthem, my little brother, rest in peace, Zellybo, he used to always come by singing that song. And when Boski went to jail, we like, fuck it, we just recorded the record. But we was playing around, bullshitting with the record. And, bro, the record is not mixed or mastered. Like,
so many Bay classics are not mixed and mastered.
Yeah, it happens. You feel
it happens a lot. Shout out to D-Lo.
Right.
Like, NoHo sounds like they just laid it down and dropped that bitch.
But I think Ghazi said he mixed. No, Ghazi said I think it was NoHo or the record with Tiger and D-Lo. One of the
that one probably got mixed, yeah.
But long story short, nigga, we recorded that song, bam. And it's always been like a Northern California hit.
Right.
But I don't know what happened on TikTok. That shit just went crazy.
It's been going crazy recently, right?
Yeah, it's still going crazy. Like, I don't know. You feel me?
You don't know the source of like who posted it?
I don't know the source of who posted it. I think it was, I don't know, some little dude did a dance to it. Long story short, that shit went fire. And it's still going. And God is good.
It's got to be crazy because I always like, you'll see like old records pop up and you'll be like, damn.
But that goes to show you music is timeless.
For sure.
You feel me?
But even just like having an independent hit go like resurface.
Right. Hell yeah.
That's like different. Like,
hell yeah. And the crazy part about it is it went viral, then it stopped, then it go viral again. Like it keeps, doing that shit. Like Kim Kardashian in Northwest. So I was seeing hella like Ari's and Jada and them doing shit to us. So I'm like, oh, that's cool, that go. But when I seen Kim K and Northwest do it,
wild.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
That's different.
Kanye paying attention.
Yeah, I mean, I'd hope so.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, shit. Well, shit. And that's independently, that's straight independent,
Yeah, straight
right?
independent, yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
We don't sell records, so we don't do that.
So for you, like, fast forward now, having that kind of happen and having people kind of come into your catalog and check out like the newer shit, like where are you on the music side? Because you're doing so much. You're obviously a community leader. You're obviously doing the podcast and still dropping new music. How do you
balance the shit?
Balance, yeah.
Honestly, it's the same shit. So with our studio, we have a studio where we film our podcast. We also got a recording studio there. You get what I'm saying? So, and then it's like I was popping way with the music way before the podcast and shit. I just started doing the podcast and shit because my team, shout out Talker Media, shout out Bert Jones, they was like, bro, you going on all these people platforms and you blowing they shit up. Like, people love to hear you talk. Like, bro, start doing your own shit.
Right.
And they was telling me this for damn near a year or two before I said, fuck it, come on, let's try it. And then one day we did it, and from the first episode, people gravitated towards it. And then I had the people that reached out, like, bro, I want to come on your podcast. I want to sit down with you. When you sitting at your house at 4 a.m. and Marshawn Lynch call you and like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Why you ain't telling me you had a podcast?
Right.
He just...
He just came on the second time, right?
Yeah. He just did it the second time. And it's just like, people like that, and they just talk like, bro, I'd rather sit down with you because, nigga, Nigga, you're the culture.
Right.
Nigga, you ain't trying to make no money. You ain't vulturing. You ain't asking no weird ass questions. You're not gonna have a blood on your podcast and ask them why they funk with Crips. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like your shit just sterile. So I'm like, fuck, I might as well keep this shit going. So that's what made me just drop that shit in low and push the fuck out the podcast.
Yeah. Well, how often do you drop? Is it once a week?
No, sometimes it depends. Like, sometimes I drop 3 or 4 a week. It depends.
Right.
Sometimes I won't drop nothing for 2 weeks.
Right.
It depends on how we feeling. So, it been days to where nigga I done did 8 interviews in one day. Got to our studio probably 4, and we ain't leaving at 3 and 4 in the morning type shit. And then waking up and being back there at 12 again. Like, you know.
I feel like too, it was like a needed void filled in the Bay.
Yeah.
To have like a dope platform. Obviously, I think if you come to LA, you got guys like 80 and T-Rail doing their thing.
Right.
You know.
Shout out T-Rail. He put me on a no jumper. Salute T-Rail for that.
I remember that interview. Yeah. That was one of the early T-Rail interviews.
Yeah. No, honestly, it was the last interview they did in that
before they left. Oh, in the old building though. Yeah, it was in the old building.
Yeah. Shout out T-Rail for that. And like I said, T-Rail was on there early. You know, all his homies. I fuck with LA a lot. Like, bro, you gotta get blood on your shit. You gotta get blood on your shit. You interviewing all these niggas. Like, you gotta get blood on your shit. Like, you know, blood really, he really pushed this shit. And what he rap about, he really is that. So grab him on your shit. And when he reached out, you know, it's all salute to T-Rail. He did it.